What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want?
I'm sure that's the question Toei Animation wants answered right now. Because after the Fisherman Island Arc Special Edition was aired over the weekend, yes, I'm late to the party, it caused a civil war. There were some persons who were saying the animation and especially the pacing was finger licking good, while there were others who said that the pacing was faster than Barry Allen entering the Speed Force.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So this first one is, man, this remake episode was so weird. Felt like I was constantly skipping 10 seconds while watching. Hope that this is just a recap episode that they can get to Fishman Island with actually good pacing. Then we have this one. I watched the first episode of the Fishman Island Remaster out of curiosity. I was planning to binge it. To be honest, the pacing sucks. They skip some panels, it doesn't have flow, and it felt like the characters were teleporting. I have always said that One Piece chapters are dense unlike other mangas, and I still think that anything more than 1.5 chapters per episode will affect pacing if it's not an action one. I prefer the old version if they are going to skip panels and not elevate. Now, there were some persons, of course, who had strong opinions about persons complaining about the pacing that is too fast. So here's what one individual said. What they cut out literally has zero meaning to the story. It's like some jokes and the fake straw hats. Plus, the arc is not about Saburi, it's about Fishman Island. Y'all wanted faster pacing, y'all got it. Now y'all want everything adapted one-to-one to the manga. Grow up.
Damn!
Wow, those are some strong words, but I believe that someone has the right to like something or not to like something.
That is not correct.
So the question is, do you think, this is for those of you in the comments, the comment section is yours. Do you think that these complaints about fast pacing, do you think it is justified? Now, for the past time, I have been recording videos and I have tried to insert anime videos inside these videos to talk about certain points. Usually I get copyright strikes. So the reason why I'm talking about this is that I remember seeing one clip, because remember one of the comments about the fast pacing was that they realized that certain characters were teleported. So I'm going to use my wonderful voice to basically describe the scene. If you could recall, in the first episode that was just aired, they talk about, there was the particular scene where the real Nami was threatened in the bar by fake Luffy. And then eventually Usopp steps in to save the day, and he releases his attack with his slingshot. And while the attack is heading towards Nami's direction, all of a sudden you see fake Nami standing next to the real Nami in shock and in anticipation of the particular attack. So that's basically one description where I could understand where persons are complaining that there are certain scenes where characters are teleported, and that is one of the many reasons why they say that the pacing for the special edition of the Fishman arc is horrible. It is too fast. Now, in this whole debate about fast pacing and slow pacing, the topic of One Piece came into the scene. And I want to show you a very interesting picture that I discovered on Twitter, where persons were comparing Toei Animation, the special edition of Fishman Island arc, as well as One Piece. And you will see an interesting conclusion at the end of this picture. So here's what it says. So it's entitled Comparing the Pacing of the Three One Anime Versions. One Piece Anime Adaptation. Toei releases more episodes than Oda releases chapters per year, which ultimately results in the anime, on average, adapting less than a chapter per episode for the past 700 episodes. One Piece Fishman Island Special Edition. Official re-edited and remastered version by Toei. Rushed the first 3 chapters onto the first episode, cutting multiple canon material and character interactions. One Piece. non-profit fan project that recuts Toei's animation to bring it more in line with the pacing of the original manga. It has shortened the original adaptation by over 40%, resulting in over 150 hours saved worth of extensive reactions, flashbacks, recaps, and filler in general. Comparing the three versions on the arcs of Return to Sabodi and Fishman Island, the original anime adapted 57 episodes for the 56 chapters of Return to Sabodi and Fishman Island, an average of less than one chapter per episode. One Piece re-edited it into 27 longer episodes, cutting over 8 hours or 35% of the original length, a much better alternative than the official remaster, which on its first episode has cut many canon scenes for the sake of a rush pacing. So in a nutshell, One Piece Fishman Island arc better than the special edition released by Toei.
What the hell you say?
Now this is just the first episode. Do you think, again let me know in the comments, do you think that they will fix it in the future episodes? Because we noticed that there was a delay to release the first episode 1 or 2 weeks ago, according to when you're watching this video. So it could be that they are currently working on these episodes, but only time will tell if they will fix the problem, if you think there is a problem or not. And do you think that they will do this not only for the Fishman Island arc, do you think they would also do this with other arcs as well? Just Rosa. So I would love to hear what side of the issue you are on. Are you okay with the pacing of the Fishman Island arc, or do you think that the pacing is too fast? And of course, you could feel free to share your ideas and your opinions in the comments. And what a time period to be living in. Sometimes you have to really wonder if Barry Allen really went back in time and interfered with something in history, because we live in a time period where the Vatican has a anime mascot, and One Piece fans are complaining that the pacing of certain episodes is too fast. But we also have something that is very weird as well too happening. The UN is basically having a war with anime and manga. What are we talking about? Well, in order for you to access that video that is popping up on your screen or even in the description, you have to click on that red shiny button, and that is the subscribe button. So that's it. Now go on.